to go the direction they have.
I expected them to be the lovely little grenades that they have been of, I don't know where this is going to go.
Anyway, that's how a bill becomes a law. So, what was the
hey.
question?
I'm always missing that story. Well, I'm just a bill.
That's a
real bill. And I'm sitting here on Capitol Hill. Wouldn't it be great if we were homeless guys doing that?
Yeah.
It would just be strange to walk across a couple of homeless guys doing Because I am, and you're close.
Yeah.
In a couple weeks, he'll be homeless, I'll be homeless. We'll hang out by the bus station and sing Schoolhouse.
Little trash can on fire. Conjunction, junction. What's your hurricane applauses and praises that sound right? It's just that close.
That's a great thing about his voice too. You don't have to know the lyrics.
It's just that close to Leon Redbone. It's back on China, never mattered before.
Why Mr. Belvedere?
Why, Mr. Bell? Why was that even a thing?
No, I mean, why would you sing?
Oh,
you don't remember any
he
of
did
those
do other
songs.
No, he
you
did do other songs. This is true. He has this one song. I think "Way Out West" is called. It's really good. Yeah, but that one is more pop culture. I guess everybody would kind of.
The only one I remember is he did one on David Letterman, and it was "Simple Melody." Just sing a simple melody. And afterwards, he interviewed him and asked him, "Have you ever actually fallen asleep on stage?" Because the guy laid back.
He was very, very bad.
And it's just straight down. Didn't look like his eyes were open.
Shades. Had the shades on.
Yeah, he could have been asleep for all we know.
I have no idea when I do Leon Redbone why I have to sing everything. I'm sure he spoke, too.
No, who is it? Who sings everything?
I don't know why. That's why Leon Redbone sings everything. I'll have the broccoli.
Actually, I think we're going to do a question.
Yes.
Yes. We've covered the college.
It's another 7
We've
minutes.
covered the college years of you, the dynamic duo that you are. Tell me a story outside of College of the Mainland, an interaction that maybe you guys had. I recall a Busy Bee. I remember you nearly getting arrested outside of a video store.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I was thinking about that. To your point about both of those things, one is a little bit longer than the other one, and it is the time that the Busy Bee that they told you the shoes.
I had to have shoes.
And the other one is the actual the almost getting arrested thing, which was ridiculous because that was a deal. I don't even know why we were there, but we were out in front of this storefront that was closed after 9 or 10 or whatever.
Somebody's actually there renting something. It just wasn't you or me.
Something like that, and we were fake fighting in slow motion at about a yard apart.
Well, we were coming close to one of those.
But I know the sweeping punches.
Yeah, that was it. You cannot mistake that motion, because that's literal. That's how fast he was doing it. You cannot mistake that for actual fighting. And we're making the sound effect.
Yeah. Not making contact. We're about that far from. And a black and white pulls up.
And out comes the Mexican version of Barney Fife.
Second Barney Fife reference.
Literally. Short, skinny, and he comes out fidgeting with his belt. What are you two doing?
You know, you get in trouble for fighting. You get in trouble for fighting. You know that, right?
And we're trying to be respectful. I swear to God. I don't think we did anything disrespectful, except holding our laughter.
Yeah, barely. Because I do remember
what looked like a cross between like the Barney Fife and the Chihuahua from the Taco Bell ads.
And I remember we at first literally did think it was just a joke.
Well, he was joking around once, yeah.
And then we were like, no, we're friends. We were just pretending, and did you not see the slow motion part?
Yeah, nobody brought that up. We didn't want to.
Yeah, but
as soon as you realize he's serious, like, yeah, he's an idiot. He's obviously probably a laughingstock of his own department, but he does still have the legal right to arrest us.
Yeah, and I think you later found out he literally was that.
Yeah,
he was the joke of the department.
Todd talked about that. He was kind of famous for being an idiot.
God. But yeah, that one instantly.
How bad do you have to be to actually be patrolling, near Blockbuster in Texas City at 9:30?
By the way, Blockbuster was a video store that existed in the 90s.
Yeah, I probably should preface that.
That is now merchandising itself just T-shirts and vintage wear.
What?
Yeah.
That's
Koozies. Cup holders and shirts.
No,
and
cup holders another thing.
Oh.
You're not allowed to. I'm sorry, I have to deal with that at home with my mother. You're not allowed to just substitute in a word that kind of sounds right.
Cauliflower.
Don't do that.
No. It's a C word.
You're a C word.
Conley.
Yeah, you are a C word.
It's true.
You're right.
Colored.
One gonna
Comedian.
I can do the funny man. Let's
Comment.
go 70s with it. Funny man. That's what I want. That's what I want on my headstone.
See, I can't hear the word
funny man. Rodney
It's dumb, but I can't hear the word "funny man" now without thinking of the movie V for Vendetta. He's taking the guy and putting him in a black bag and saying, "Oh, so funny now, oh, you funny man." And that was witty for him.
Yes.
I swear, I thought you were going to say the only thing you could think of was Charles Nelson Reilly, because he was literally called funny man. He wasn't a stand-up.
You can't call him a comedian.
Yeah, he was.
He's not even really a comedic actor. He just doesn't really create a character on Bewitched. He was just sort of the same guy he was on Hollywood Squares.
He was just that guy, funny man.
Anyway. We don't have that anymore. In the 70s, we had that. We had people that were famous just for being on TV, and they were on game shows.
Yeah.
We had game shows. There was nothing but silly, semi-famous people.
Now there's people famous for just being on TV and not having talent at all.
Yeah, they're not even funny.
And they're not even on game shows. They're hosts of their own other reality shows.
Or they come back and like
judge a thing or something.
They're like All-Star. They're doing All-Star Survivor now. For their 20th anniversary. 20 years.
That's
We've been watching assholes starving on an island plotting against each other. Back in the day, we called that Gilligan's Island. Which is a lot more fun if you think of it that way.
A few years back, I called it Hurricane Ike because
we're plotting against each other on an island. Yeah.
They were literally on an island, Galveston Island.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them were on the island.
Wow.
Some were out in the bay.
We've strayed horribly from the
stories. We told one story, the Chihuahua Cop.
Chihuahua Cop. Thursdays at 8.
Yes, Chihuahua Cop.
Thursdays at 8 on NBC.
It's live. It had to be for us.
Is it?
Hey, buddy.
Can you feel all right? What's going on, man?
Does that work?
What's happening? You all right?
After about, it's basically comparable to human sight. The thing that one of the guys says, put a hand in front of you, and about the time it becomes clear, that's about where it comes clear on there. About 2 feet for still images, 3 feet for moving images, 3 to about 6 to 7 feet, which you'll notice is where I put you guys. Yeah. It's about the sweet spot where you guys look very three-dimensional.
That's crazy.
That's one of the reasons I'm learning and testing, because I did that with you.
That's cool. Mm-hmm. How much, not the tripod, but how much?
The camera itself.
What's the
I think I paid like $300 something for it.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
It's all the technology that we think is so amazing is coming down in price because it's becoming common.
Mm-hmm. I will be taking this on my cruise.
When are you going to cruise?
And March 13th.
How many cruises is this for you?
My second cruise. Going on the same cruise ship that me and the wife went on for our honeymoon, Honduras, Belize, and Cozumel.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Week-long cruise.
I think my younger brother's been to Honduras before. I know.
I'm going to go scuba diving for the first time.
I know they always go to the Dominican Republic.
I know they always want to do that.
Yes. It's gonna be awesome.
They always go to the Dominican Republic.
They certify you on the way, don't they?
You can be. You can get certified on the way for like. I'm already certified.
I have a friend from university who's certified, but she. I told her to never stop asking me because one day I probably can be able to, but she always wants me to go on a cruise with it for that. So that very thing. To Mexico usually.
Or just to be in Mexico? To scuba dive or just to be in Mexico?
Probably both. Right. To be honest, probably both.
Again, I don't know how you into this, but I've been watching a lot of like PBS and other things that my parents forced me to watch. Mm-hmm. And I see these advertisements. One's called the Viking longboat cruises.
Oh
yeah, I see those.
And it's still a cruise ship, but it's a river going one. So it's longer and it's not as tall, and it stops on all those like pretty Oslo towns and ports in Norway.
That sounds nice.
Up and down the riverways, the same ones the Vikings actually used to conquer Europe, but they didn't want to keep it, so they just took their money and left.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I've seen those because I watch PBS like it's going.
Yeah,
Cooking and travel shows, and periodically the two meet.
Yeah, and then this looks like it'll just really be pretty and very relaxing.
Oh, I think with the next cruise we're thinking about going on, I like an Alaskan cruise.
Yeah. They'll have if you can get the whale watching ones. This is real pricey, but
My older cousin, Pop, Anthony, he and his wife, I think they are on 9 or 8. They do them. She likes doing them a lot, and he'll go with her on them. But yeah, they've done that very one. So the weirdest thing is seeing this big. He's a big dude, big ice floes and stuff behind them and everything, and then he's got a Chili Willy hat, like literally a little penguin. You're weird, dude.
penguins. You ever watched the Penguins of Madagascar?
No, I've never. Well, okay, that's the cartoon. That's the animated one, right? That's the animated one. Okay, because I thought for a second I thought you meant the March of the Penguins. Here, there.
Apparently, the penguin god is Morgan Freeman.
It's true. Annie Dufresne.
We gotta do that.
Out.
We get a couple of the movies where it narrates and just switch the narrations. That would be really weird.
He knew he could not last in that cold like that.
Or actually put the one from that over Happy Feet. The middle of the March of the Penguins has some of the songs in there.
They just start busting out of this song and dance. Somehow there's like polar bears with Coca-Colas. Anywho, hi, we're back.
I wanted to see that one with the drink and the seal offers the bear Coke. Oh, hands off the kid and just eats him. Because you don't bribe him with a Coke. Appreciate it. I need the Builders 5.
You need to get into. You need to find somebody good at graphic arts because we need to get into
There's
like
a bunch of weird animation stuff.
Yeah,
I'd love to do somebody to work with me on animographics is what they call it. Single cell animations, but they're not done fluidly. You see a bunch of them on the internet.
Anamorphics, I thought.
Anamorphics.
Yeah,
It's something similar to that. Yeah. I don't know what it's called.
Animaniacs.
Animaniacs. To the max.
By the way, hello, nurse.
Fingerprints. That one comes up a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does.
Because that was not a good joke for kids.
Speaking of, and this is just a sidebar thing.
As all of them have been.
Yeah. But have either of you heard of a movie? I believe it's called Delgo. Computer animation, very crudely, badly done. I don't know what the story is about necessarily, but I think it was an early 90s computer animated thing. And it is renowned for being the worst animated movie ever put on film. So they say. I believe it's called Delgo, is the name of it. Now, it was written and directed and animated by, because I'd heard about this before.
The guy from The Room.
The son of the guy who owns the store I work at. I just found that out like about 4 weeks ago, and I was like, "Are you kidding?" Because again, the 20-somethings that I work with, like that, were looking it up and found that out, and then made it their mission. And I think they did last weekend. Made it their mission to download it and watch it as a group, and they did, and it is horrible. And then they watched a little special features thing. The storyboards and everything looked beautiful, looked wonderful, looked great. But they got like Malcolm McDowell and Jennifer Love Hewitt, and for voices, apparently computer animation had advanced while they were still doing this and working with what they had, which was this software. And so, Pixar and Big and all these other things, and then they came out with the dancing baby from Ally McBeal kind of animation. And it's. I'm told it is literally it is known like Rotten Tomatoes and all this, but as the worst animated thing.
I will have to watch it.
Yeah.
I've never seen. I don't care to, but just that it was so close. I was like the son of, because honestly, the son of the guy that owns the stores like that, ancient and very tight with his money, but has it. The Sun, we're the third of 3 stores. Our store is basically an ATM for him. So this is his one big claim to fame. And apparently he goes out and speaks. And you know, you can do anything you want to do. Look what I did. No.